His ears must be ringing after all that shooting. The Triggers, my brothers, bravest men I ever knew. A sail hammer's only as strong as its spine, and that's a strong spine. No risk of Culford Cauldron ever erupting again, they used to say. Guess they were wrong. Not everything blew up in the Calamity. Why, Culford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. Best to keep out of the cauldron. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt. So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too. It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Culford Cauldron. That learning led to some interesting inventions. The raw power of the world fell right into our hands. Playing with the cauldron's fires became an addiction. Can't fault our people for their natural curiosity now, can you? Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here. But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. The unforgiving scent of sulfurous dirt. Taste the air so hot it sticks to your lungs. All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. You can cook those things, but you can't eat them. Never thought we'd find so much life in all that ash. The more ash we swept aside, the more life we found. Place as inhospitable as they come. But still we pressed on. We kept on sifting through the cauldron's secrets anyway. After all, when we looked down inside Culford Cauldron, looked down through all the smoke and flames, saw in there the heart of the world, the heart now laid bare by the calamity. We had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Johnson Bog. Kid's thinking he's got to trek all the way back around the cauldron. Luckily, the cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him. Sure, it ain't the most convenient path. Biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. Well, it ain't polite to stare. Where there's one stink eye, there's always more. The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. The kid don't shed any tears for him, though. With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city. But all the fires died out. There's nothing left of it. It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney. We're all a little short on friends these days, so that's a welcome sight. They said the wild could never be tamed, if only they could see us now. The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again. The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over. The culture, a still life of old unwanted keepsakes. Seems Zia's cooking got the best of him. He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head. I've said a lot about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this. What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard him once. Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the Tazzle terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Ceylondia. Her folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals. Ura refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out. The mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father. Her father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him. Her father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the Mancers. It's for your own good, he said. She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs. At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city. One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him. Convinced her to take him to her family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals. When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out. The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult. It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals. They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag, then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal. Her plan almost succeeded, but the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls.
One day that wall is gonna fall.
The young man had sent the authorities a tip. Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tassel terminals.
That city on someday those tears are gonna spill.
She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mansers, and she'd go free.
Strong will be there.
they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
That wall to the sky. Someday your bird is gonna fly. And build that wall until it's done. Come build that wall until it's done. But now you got to.
She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
Strong, 'cause we'll be living for too long.
The next day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the calamity all around her. When the kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way he left it. The slingers, the wilds were their calling. He put some finishing touches on the business end of that thing. Arrows like that can practically find their own way. Takes a careful touch to rattle those bones like that. The city, its riches nothing but fragments now. Points just don't get any sharper than that. A solid frame can put an extra sting in every slice. To master the musket, you gotta get rid of the recoil. The inspiration, a forge can fashion anything. Now we're looking at some serious firepower. That's the way to make every shot count. We spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Zan. Not much left of Mount Zan nowadays. It's like a cross between a zoo and a prison break. Can't rightly call Mount Zan a mountain anymore. There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go. Good thing for those beasts the Calamity saved leftovers. We only found their little lair because they found themselves a little shard. It's a delicate situation. Those beasts been hoarding all the valuables they could find. The creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own. They even dragged their children into this. Without a doubt, the situation stinks. Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean. There's only one kind of mercy left these days. The city left behind, those beasts took for themselves. Takes a lot of convincing, and our mortars have to do the talking. Look at it this way, it's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our Bastion is everybody's game, not just ours. Unfortunately, there's no explaining that to a simple beast. Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place. They've rounded up their survivors, just like we have. They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have. Maybe they've thought about turning back, just like we have. We just really need their shard. Kid got it fair and square. You don't need to keep tangling with all those things. That's the way. He's done what's best for him, don't you worry. Don't you worry. We'll all be better off once the Bastion is complete. Fixed that thing right up, didn't we? Made these goings-on a little livelier. Suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective. The conscience. We haven't lost everything, long as we have that. The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though. The arsenal's complete in case we need protection. He's made a right comfortable bed for all those bullets. Old brandy is thicker than paint. Makes your skin feel as tough as knife bark. Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right? The ranch was always looking for good help. Kid makes short work of them things. There's always more squirts to go around. Ravers, the arm of justice. They seemed unstoppable. Kid carved through all of them in a flash. Well, the kid's gone and struck terror in the hearts of squirts everywhere.